Welcome to the Two Makers of the World. In this session, we examine how our inner architecture of thought shapes reality as we experience it. We will contrast two builders of perception, explore their impact on emotion, time, and relationships, and consider how a different choice of maker can transform human experience. We are not passive victims of the world we see. Reality, as we experience it, is an internal projection. A hidden source in the mind feeds a lens that interprets events, and this lens then projects a world back to us. By studying the source and the lens, we learn how to change the projection and reclaim responsibility for perception. Here we map two complete thought systems. The ego, architect of separation, is driven by fear, uses projection, sees guilty bodies, and lives in past and future. The Holy Spirit, architect of unity, is grounded in love, extends wholeness, sees innocent spirits, and uses the present moment for release. Our experience depends on which system we adopt. Maker 1 is the ego's world of guilt, an engine of separation. A hidden sense of guilt is projected onto others, then re-encountered as perceived attack. This seems to justify fear and anger, which in turn reinforce the original guilt. Within this loop, sin appears irreversible, and only punishment seems to make sense. Maker 2 is the Holy Spirit's reinterpretation. Instead of sin, he sees error, something to be corrected, not punished. As the voice for God, he brings knowledge beyond perception and invites innocent perception, looking past the body's limits to the boundless Son of God. Illusions are undone simply because he does not believe in them. This slide clarifies sin versus error. To the ego, sin is an irreversible attack, demanding punishment and ending in condemnation. To the Holy Spirit, it is only an error in perception, easily corrected by truth. Error calls for healing and education, and its result is forgiveness and a stable return to peace. Time becomes a battleground between these makers. On the ego's timeline, the past is filled with unhealed guilt, the future with anxiety, and the present is skipped as we replay old stories. On the Holy Spirit's timeline, the past is forgiven, the future entrusted to God, and only the present is used as a classroom for remembering Him. The holy instant is the pivot between time and eternity. In this exact moment, we suspend all judgment based on the past and refuse to condemn a brother. By stopping the horizontal momentum of guilt, we allow the vertical light of the Holy Spirit to enter. No time is needed to become what we already are in truth. Our choice of maker shapes relationships. Special relationships, guided by the ego, are built on scarcity, bargaining, and the belief that sacrifice equals love. Holy relationships, guided by the Holy Spirit, rest on wholeness. Two complete individuals join not to extract, but to extend shared completeness outward, learning total forgiveness together. The ultimate translation is seeing fear as a call for love. The ego labels a brother's anger as sin and demands counterattack. Through the Holy Spirit's lens, we recognize the behavior as fear, translate it as a plea for lost love, and respond not with defense, but with the very love that has been requested. Forgiveness is how we unmake the ego's world. Traditional forgiveness assumes real sin and then pardons it, which keeps guilt intact. The Course's view is that there is, in truth, nothing to forgive. Because God's Son is inherently pure, so-called sins were never real. Forgiveness simply overlooks allusion to the innocence that was always there. The Bridge of Atonement describes a three-stage journey. First, wrong-mindedness. We dream of separation, guilt, and fear. Second, the real world. We let the Holy Spirit heal our perception so the world reflects heaven without guilt. Finally, knowledge. Perception ends, and God lifts us from the dream into direct, changeless awareness of Him. We conclude with the final vision. What appears as a broken world is not real to God. His creations cannot lose their holiness. The journey we think we travel is itself an illusion. We are already at the destination. In this recognition, we rest at home in God, exactly where He would have us be.